All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed my performance of Windy and Warm. It's a great tune. It can be played a lot of different ways. It can be played slow, you can play it fast. Um, I like all the different versions. My favorite version would be, of course, by Doc Watson. That's mostly what I based my version on. So, what I want to talk about is a couple of things. I'm going to teach you the first part of the song, the first two parts of the song. Now, some of these licks might seem a little bit difficult, and some of them might be for some of you. So I'm going to simplify them. I'm going to show you an easier way of playing some of those little licks. And then once you get that down, then you can slowly work on the other parts and improve upon that. But let's start off with the main riff. And what I want to talk about first is I play the song, you'll probably notice, with thumb and one finger. You can play this with thumb and two fingers if you want. I also do some, middle finger brushes. Like, so I'm taking my middle finger and doing this very gently. Like, okay. I think that's a really good thing that you can throw in. So let's take it from the riff. And so once again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you two parts of this in this video, and then I'm going to make probably two more videos with the other parts, maybe spread them out, 5 to 7 days apart, give you a chance to work on each part, and then hopefully put it all together. All right? So here's the main riff. What you want to do is get the melody memorized in your head so you can hear it. So the melody goes like this. It's right out of this A minor chord shape. So I'm just playing a straight A minor chord with the left hand. I've got the open A string, second finger, second fret D string, third finger, second fret G string, first finger, first fret B string. Okay? And most of the melody is done with the first and fourth finger. You can use your third finger if you want sometimes, but I think for this riff, you want to use your pinky. So here's the melody. Okay. So then you want to have the bass line underneath it. So the bass line is just very simple. Just holding the A minor chord. So, as you know, I just want to review something. Generally speaking, with fingerstyle guitar, the thumb is going to play the low three strings. In other words, the E, A, and D string. And your first finger is going to play the G, B, and E strings, okay? But sometimes with the bass line, you can play the alternating bass note on the G string, like along with the D string in this case. So see how I'm playing two notes here? So, now you should be able to play what I just played there, just this basic. If not, you should practice it. I try not to go too fast, like you can slow it down and just get it so it's nice and even. All right, so now I'm going to add the melody to the bass line. I'll play it really slow, and so hopefully you can hear every little detail. Okay, and so I think that should help you. You should be able to get that. So just remember the melody, right? Okay, so I should show you this lick here. So, okay, you're gonna take your pinky, slide it up to the 5th fret, and then play the 3rd fret of the E string with your first finger. And then play this note and slide down, right? Okay. Now you're doing this hammer on with the melody. You're going to be using your third finger, right? While you're playing this part. See my third finger coming down? So I'm playing the G string open and then playing the A string when I hammer on. Okay? So the next part, and again, this might be tricky for some of you, so I'm going to show you a simplified version of playing this lick. And then as you get better, you can add this other part into your repertoire of licks for this song. So the way I do this first part is I just do it out of the A minor chord shape. Right, so I'm using my first finger on the D string and then pulling off and then hammering on. And then, so this here, again, this is the A minor shape, right? So I'm gonna play this with my first finger on the D string. And then I'm taking my second and third finger and I'm gonna play the G and B strings. Now I'm gonna move up to here. First finger, third fret, B string. Second finger, fourth fret, G string. So, and then I'm going to take my second finger, slide it up to the fifth fret of the G string, and then my third finger on the fifth fret of the B string. So, this lick. Back to the main riff. So this lick here, what you can do, okay, instead of doing that, you can just play the bass line and then play this melody. We'll get to that next little bit, okay? So here's how you do it with the thumb. So let me just give it to you really slow. So again, I'm doing a pinch with the A string and then playing this bass note with that note, right? So low E string with that note. Okay, so just practice that, go slow, you'll get it. Sometimes people ask me, oh, what's that note again? Like, use your ears, right? It's like, okay, what's that note? Play the note that you're not quite sure of, hear it in your head, and then find it on the guitar, right? It's really important to be able to sort of help yourself like that and push through little things that are annoying. So the next part here, the end of this little riff, it goes, oops. Okay, and then back to the riff. Okay, so the way this lick goes, I'm playing a D minor chord. I don't know why, but I use my pinky here. So let me give you the notes. The open D string, second finger on the second fret of the G string. I'm using my pinky. You can use your third finger if you want, but I'm using my pinky on the third fret of the B string and my first finger on the first fret of the E string. So just a straight D minor chord, right? So I play the two bass notes. the high E string, and then G, B, E strings, back to the D, open G, and then I'm going to hammer right to the first fret of the G string, which is a G sharp, and that's the E chord. So so when I play this E, so I'm going play the low E string, so the hammer on here, right? Play the low E string when you hammer, right? And then I just play the top 4 notes of the E7 chord. So, and then this lick is first fret, open E, first fret, open. I'll do it slow. Back to the riff, okay? So what you can do, in fact, if you find that difficult, here's a little something for you. You just grab this D chord, and I'm going to play the bass note, I'm going to play the 3rd string, and then with my, just like in that other lick, with the 2nd and 3rd finger, I'm going to play the B and E strings. So I'm going to go like this. And then same thing on the E chord. And then back to the riff, right? So okay, and then remember this lick. If you're having trouble with this part, so I'll do the simplified version now. Whoops. So the next thing I want to talk about, I'm doing this all one finger, the main riff. If you want to use 2 fingers, if it's more comfortable for you, that's fine. Again, the general rule of thumb is the first finger plays the lowest note of the melody, generally, which is almost always on the G string, right? Let me figure out how to explain that. So yeah, so it's not like you're if you're using thumb and 2 fingers, you're not always alternating all the time, right? For example, with this riff, and again, it depends on the song, what the song calls for, okay? So sometimes you'll have a melody note on the G string, and then a melody note on the high E string. So you gotta skip, a string, right? So all kinds of things can, it depends on the song. But for this lick, for Windy and Warm, see, I'm going the first finger here on the G string, and then 2nd finger. You see that? So I'm playing like 5 or 6 notes on the B string with my 2nd finger. I want to see if I can show that to you. 2nd finger. Back to the 1st finger. Okay, so pretty straightforward. And just want to see if there's anything else here that I can think of that'll help you. I think that's good. Oh yes, one last thing. When you can also, with the melody, you can sometimes take the 2nd and 3rd finger and like put 2 strings in the melody like this. So if I'm doing thumb and 2 finger, right? So yeah, instead of going, I'm going, playing the G string again. See what I mean? All right, so stay tuned for the next lesson. I'm going to show you some more cool stuff, and I think I'll do 2 more lessons for Windy and Warm, but I'll spread them out, 5 to 7 days. But get to work on this. Let me know what you think in the comments, if you think this is a great tune for you. And if you have any questions or any comments, I'm always open to reading what people have to say. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you get a lot out of it. All right? So thank you.